Hello guys, this is Jalal Singh. How are you all? And today we will learn about the chapter number 4, and this chapter belongs to the derivation, right? So after the completing chapter of limit, then we have started the chapter of derivation. So because it is very important to learn, right? So today we will learn about the basic concept of derivation, and basic concept means that we will cover the derivation of formulas, and we will cover the definition of derivative, and later on we will move towards the exercise, right? So today we'll learn about the basic concept, right? So what we have to do, we are going to make a graph. So this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, right? So what we are doing to do, we are just going to prove the formula, right? So this is the curve, and this is the, we are going to represent the point P, and this is the point Q. The distance between point P to x-axis is x, and the distance from the point Q is A, right? So what we have to do, we just the distance from point P to represent the f of x, and the distance from the Q point is f of A, right? So now what we have to do, we just we have two steps, right, to find the tangent line. So what are the two steps? Just we have two steps, right? First one is slope of secant line, slope of secant line, and other one is limit of slope secant line. Right? So these are the two steps we will cover in this graph. So what we have to do, just we will take the step number first. So when we get the step number first, so what we have to do first, so step first is, so now we are going to find the slope of secant line. So what is secant line? Secant line is means to cover the distance from point P to the point Q, right? The distance from the 2 points on the curve, right? So that is known as the secant line. So that point we can represent the x and f of x, and that point we can represent the a comma f of A, right? So now we will find the slope of point P. So what we have to do, we just find, when we find the slope, so slope is equal to delta y divided by delta x. Delta means change in y and change in x. So change in y and change in x is equal to A, this is the point P, this is the point P, this is the point P, and this is the point Q. So what we are going to find, we are going to find the distance from 2 points. So it would be the f of A minus f of x divided by, so when we find the delta x, so it would be the A minus x, right? So when we write a minus x, So this is the slope of the secant line. So now what we have to do, we just move towards the step number 2, right? So step 2 is equal to, so when we find the step 2, so what we have to do, we just measure the limit a approaches to x, means we are going to a to x, just we are going to equal a minus x is equal to 0, right? So limit, or we can write like this way, a minus x approaches to 0, right? It would be the f of a minus f of x divide a minus x. So this is the equation number B, right? So this is the slope, this is the equation. Now we will convert that formula into H form, right? So we can write the statement if the limit exists, then this limit is actually derivative at a minus x, right? So this is the statement about this graph. So now we will find the step 2, and in the same graph I can make the x-axis and this is the y-axis, right? So what we have to do, we just make the graph. This is the P point, from P to x-axis it would be the x, and this is the Q point. When we put the point it would be the A, right? So when we measure the distance from the A to x, right? So now can we write A minus x is equal to x, means in the change comes in A minus x is equal to h. The change comes in A minus x, we can represent the with the h. So now we can write just like that, A minus x is equal to h, and we can, so A is equal to A plus x, right? So now we will put the A plus x at the place of A, then limit can change like this, A approaches to 0, and at the place of first of f of x, x minus a, right? A minus x, right? This is the formula, and f of h plus x minus f of x divide h. And also we can write this formula in like this form. So f of x minus f of a, so what we have to do, we just get the common minus, right? So it would be the x minus a, minus minus will be cancelled, right? So this is the actual form of formula. So we can write like this way, right? So now on the basis of these formulas we can define the definition of derivation. The definition of derivation first is the the rate of change and also we can define like this way: the slope of tangent line is called